Hi folks! We prepared something interesting for you. Today we're having a review on a newly truly Immersion ASIC. So, this is a new ASIC model for Whatsminer M36S++, designed specifically for immersion cooling. This is not the first ASIC for immersion. Canon already had a few models for liquid cooling, but their performance leaves better to be desired. Their current model A1246L has only 81 terahashes per second and a consumption of 3,400 watts. This, of course, cannot be compared with the current model from Whatsminer, which we're going to discuss. Let's have a look at claimed characteristics. Hash rate: 162 terahashes per second, with an efficiency of 31 watts per terahash. It means that ASIC consumes about 5,000 watts. Consider also some deviations, plus or minus a couple of percent from these indicators. There are also some parameters for coolant. You can see them on the screen. Well, I'll say in advance that this model has a more advanced mode, but its parameters are not stated in the specification. We'll talk about them after launching the ASIC. A few words about its appearance. Everything seems pretty unusual. There are no fans. A form factor for immersion with holes for the exit of heated liquid. A convenient location for connectors. There are handles for lifting the miner out of the liquid. And the most important point is the power supply of the miner. 3 phases and a special connector for the power cable. It is dictated by the huge power of the ASIC. The kit comes with such a cable with 2 non-standard connectors. This indicates that something will have to be customized to connect the ASIC. I think we'll just cut off one connector and connect it to the cable, but that's later. Now let's see what's inside. So we dismantled our ASIC, and here's what we've got here. 2 hash boards, a power supply unit, a control board. I left unassembled the case itself and fasteners. Everything looks much larger than something we got used to. The power supply deserves special attention. As I've said before, it's a 3-phase model. The P463B model for 8 kilowatts. At the same time, its voltage output is not the usual 12 or 14, but 24 volts. In terms of build quality, everything is of top quality. As usual, Whatsminer is very good. I want to warn you that the ASIC already comes in liquid, since they are being tested before delivery, which is also not bad. So don't be afraid that someone already used it. Well, let's assemble the device back and check its operation. Now let's see what the ASIC will show us. I immersed and launched it. ASIC has already entered the operating mode and has been working for more than 3 hours. Well, let's see the parameters. Hash rate: 162.8 terahashes with a consumption of 4,961 watts. Let me remind you that this is a standard operation mode. Now we switch the ASIC to the highest mode. Save it, and after saving, wait until the settings are applied. So the ASIC reached its optimal settings, and now let's see the parameters. 213.7 terahashes and consumption is 8,042 watts. I want to note this once again. The ASIC is in the high mode, i.e., this is the highest mode for this model. Now let's switch the ASIC to the low mode. Again, save and wait until the settings are applied. So, the low mode is the lowest of the ASIC operating modes. As you can see, the setup has already been completed. And now we can see the results. 149.6 terahashes with a consumption of 4,502 watts. As you can see, the difference between the normal and low operating modes was only about 500 watts. To be honest, I thought that the difference would be much bigger, but as it is. So we collected all the parameters in different operating modes. Now let's move on to calculating the profitability. To determine the yield, we'll use the calculator on our website. Here we need to enter the previously obtained results. For example, we'll calculate the profitability of an ASIC in standard operation mode, and we'll do the same for other modes. So, hash rate. We got 162.8 terahashes while consuming 4,961 watts. The cost of electricity is 4 cents per kilowatt hour. If you have a different tariff, then here you enter the more relevant price for you. And so, for a Bitcoin coin, at the moment we get $4.9 per day. We summed up all the results in a table that you can see on the screen. I want to make a small announcement for the next video. We're working on the firmware for this model and will also try to overclock it and look at its capabilities. At the same time, our AMS monitoring system will also support this device, and you can easily manage it and monitor its parameters. In this system, you can see information for the entire mining farm as a whole or for each device separately. You can also manage your ASICs and receive notifications. So subscribe and set notifications. Well, in the description to this video, you can find all the additional information. Leave your comments to this video and subscribe to our channel. See you soon!